Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm doing a get ready with me and it's New Year's Eve and it's about 8 o'clock in the evening, so I am now getting ready for the evening. We're about to have some food at home and we're going to watch a movie and we're just going to have a really nice time at home, just me, Neil, the two of us. And as you can see, I did do my nails last night, however some of them have come off and I don't know why, because it's just nail polish, so these are not looking the best. Also, I am really tired at the moment, so I do apologise for the way that my voice sounds. I've already had a nap for an hour and we've been out and about this afternoon and this morning, so it's been a very tiring day, but I'm really excited for the next year. So if you're new to my channel and you enjoy this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and also make sure to hit the bell icon just so you're notified every time I upload a new video. So in this video I'm going to do a get ready with me and it's just going to be my makeup. I am going to use quite a few products from the Chanel No. 5 holiday collection because I wanted to play around with them a little bit more. I also have a lot of other brands that are in here as well. I do have some drugstore, I have some high-end, some luxury, so everything is pretty much everywhere at the moment, and I wanted it to be a special evening because it is New Year's Eve. So I'm going to be using some products that I don't tend to use a lot of the time, but ones that I really do like. So if you want to see me get ready for New Year's Eve, then just keep watching. So the first thing that I'm going to do is prime, and while I'm priming my skin and letting all this sit into the skin, I'm going to do my eyes and then I'll do the foundation afterwards. So the primer that I'm using is the Guerlain Allure Radiance primer, and this one is super expensive. I did do a first impression on this on my channel, which I'll link somewhere down below or somewhere in this video for you so you can check it out. But with this primer, it is so beautiful on the skin, but because it's so expensive and it has Flexigold glitter, I don't tend to use this a lot, just because when it's an expensive product I tend to use it when I'm going out somewhere or if I want my skin to look extra nice. As you can see, I do have a lot of blemishes at the moment. My skin is breaking out and it's just having one of its fun times that it likes to have, so please do not mind all of these blemishes on my skin. So while that's settling all into the skin, I'm going to go and do my eyes, and I'm using the Chanel No. 5 holiday collection. I did use this once on my channel. I really liked some of the shades, it's just that some of them weren't really the best ones, so I will link the video down below or somewhere in this video so you can check it out. But I'm not using everything from the collection, so this is what it looks like. So it's very beautiful, but as you can see, these two look very similar and then these two look very similar, and then you just have a random black in there. So it's one of those where you can't just use the palette on its own, you do need to use another palette. So I'm going to prime my eyes and I'm going to use my concealer to prime. That's what I always do, and this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand, and this is a newer one that I've been enjoying recently because I noticed that with the original e.l.f. Camo Concealer my eyes tend to look a little bit too dry. Now I do have very oily skin, but at the moment it is looking a little bit too dry even for me. And then taking a little bit of my favourite Coty Airspun powder, which I'm going to use to set the rest of the face later on, I'm just going to press this all into the concealer so the eyelids are all set. So because the palette doesn't have a transition shade, I'm just going to use my bronzer, and this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm just going to put this in the crease so we can use this as a transition shade. So the first shade that I'm going to take is the black shade, and I'm just going to put this on the outer third and then also work into the crease as well. And I'm also going to work it a little bit up at the edge as well. Now the thing with this shade is that you do need to build it up quite a lot because it is pretty sheer, so it's good if you just want to have a sheer bit of coverage, but if you do want to build it up then you do need to do quite a lot if you want it to be a bit more bold. Then I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and we're just going to carve out where the eyelid is, and then just going to pack a little bit more on the edge. And I'm taking this gorgeous gold liquid eyeshadow from e.l.f. This is in the shade 24 Karat Gold. It is absolutely stunning, and we're going to use this to go over where we've put the concealer. And this is going to add as a little bit of a base for our eyeshadow because the gold eyeshadow is really beautiful and packs a punch. However, this is going to make it even more glittery. So before this dries, I'm going to go back in with a concealer brush, and I'm going to take the gold shade, which is right up here, and I'm just going to press this all over where we've put that gold shadow. And that looks so beautiful. And then I'm just going back in with the black brush, and we're just going to soften the edges. I'm going to take this duochrome shade right here, and we're just going to pat this right on the centre of the lid. Take a fluffy brush and we're just going to blend all of the lines out. Then next I'm going to take a little bit more concealer and we're just going to clean up all the edges. Then we're going in with eyeliners and I'm going to use the Tarte Maneater to tightline my waterline, and then the Collection Extreme 24-Hour Felt Liner to do my flicky eyeliner. So I've just finished off my eyeliner and my Collection one didn't want to work out, so I ended up using my R.E.M Beauty one and it worked out really, really well, and it went over all the glitters and all the eyeshadows. So I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara and my false lashes off camera, then I'm going to come back and do the rest of the face. So I finished off my mascara and lashes, and I used my Maybelline Lash Lift Mascara. This one is my favourite one and I've been loving it ever since it first came out. And then for my eyelashes, I just have some Eylure ones. I will put them down below in the info section so you can check out which ones they are, but I usually go for my Ardell Demi Wispies, so I couldn't find them, so this is the next ones that I decided to go for. So the next thing that we are going to do is finish off the rest of the face. The first thing is foundation, and I'm using the Chanel Ultra Le Teint Velvet, and this one is in the shade BD31. This is the shade that I am in all Chanel foundations. I love the undertone. I love the way that this looks on the skin because it just makes your skin look beautiful, and it's not full coverage, it's like a medium coverage, but it blurs all the imperfections, and I am just loving this. So if you do have oily skin, or if you do have combo skin, then you will really like this. So I'm now going to conceal just using the same e.l.f. concealer, and I'm going to put this everywhere that I'm going to conceal and everywhere that I want to highlight. Then taking my powder again and just setting all of that concealer into place. I'm moving on to bronzer. I'm using two. I'm using a cream one and then also a powder one. So the cream one is the Chanel La Beige bronzing cream. Love this stuff. And then also the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. So with the cream one, I tend to go in my cheekbones, and then with the powder I'll go over the top of that and then also do my forehead and then also my jawline. And as you can see, I pretty much have nothing left of the Chanel one. I am almost finished it, but I do have a backup. And for blush, I have the Wet n Wild Nudeist Society blush. This stuff is so good. I love the pigmentation. I just feel like the colour is so beautiful, and they're very, very affordable. And I have so many backups of this shade. And for highlighter, I'm using this one from Chanel. It's the Fluide Illuminizer, and it's in Iviore, which I'm probably butchering the name, but this one was from the holiday collection. I actually purchased another one of these because I love the shade so much, and it blends out so beautifully. Like, you really need to try this. If you like the Benefit High Beam, you'll really enjoy these. You actually get more products, and it actually works out cheaper per milliliter, so I definitely recommend picking it up. So all I'm going to do is take it on my finger and then put it on my cheekbones, and you can see that there is a beautiful highlight right there. And while I have that powder setting in, I'm just going to do my brows. I'm using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Neutral Brown. And then I also have my NYX Brow Mascara in the shade Chocolate, and these are the two that I always use. And before I do the lips, I'm going to go ahead and finish off my eyes. So I'm just going to take the dark shade, the black one, and I'm just going to smoke it on the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take this iridescent shade and pop it in the inner corner again, and then put on a little bit more mascara. And now for lips, and I didn't want to do a straight up nude, which is what I usually do with every single makeup look. I decided to go for a little bit more of a pink, but then have a pinky nude gloss over the top, just so it neutralises it a little bit more, so it's not too overpowering. So I'm going to use the Primark PS Lip Liner Pencil in the shade 08. Then I'm going to take the Chanel Rouge Allure Laque in the shade 82 Beige Confidential, and this one is a little bit more deeper than a traditional nude. So I did put on the Beige Confidential, and while it's a beautiful shade, even with the lip gloss added over the top, it was just a little bit too OTT with the eyes. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and do my trusty go-to nude that I use all the time, every time I do my makeup and I don't know what lip to put on. This is the thing, and as you can see, it is almost completely empty. I have several backups of this, which I'm so happy for because I use this, like I said, every single day. And this is the Chanel Le Rouge Duo Ultra Tenue Gloss, and this is in the shade Endless Pink 174. I love this shade. It is so beautiful. It is the perfect pinky nude shade, and a great thing with this shade is that I don't need to put a lip liner with it, so I can literally just go in with this gloss. This is what I do every single day. So you have the liquid lipstick on one side and then you have the gloss on the other side, and the gloss just seals all of it in and it makes your lips feel so nice and soft and moisturised, so make sure that you don't skip the gloss side. And this is a finished makeup look, and I do really like the way that it turned out. Now, I didn't practice this beforehand, so I didn't really know how it was going to look at the end, and as you could see, I did choose a different lip colour and it wasn't the best when I first did it, so I just went for my go-to nude that I wear all the time. And like I said, I do really like the way that it looks, and all the products that I used worked out really well together and looked really, really good. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a great 2022 and a great new year, and make sure to give this video a very big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.